What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Justin Block. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an investor. I recently was a part of my family's B2B food and beverage manufacturing company, which I helped build and exit for the second time. And I guess at the recording of this video, that was earlier this year, 2025. And yeah, now I'm making videos, make personal development videos, business videos, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, welcome if you're new. And in today's video, I want to talk about something that I think is pretty relevant because I don't know when I'm going to post this video yet, either at the end of the year or right when the new year starts. And I want to talk about confidence because lately, I think as the new year sort of winds down, people are like, oh, new year, new me. They're coming up with the resolutions and stuff. And I'm not the biggest believer in that at all, honestly. But I've had a few instances in the last probably a few weeks where I've ran into people and for some reason they're asking me about confidence. And I'm like, I'm not the most confident dude in the world. Why are you asking me? But I've gained a lot of confidence throughout my life, and I think I am pretty confident now, but I wouldn't consider myself the most confident. But I want to talk to you about this one instance I had at a party a few weeks ago, and I was just at this party, this holiday party, hanging out with some friends that invited me there, and I happened to meet this young man who's in college still, and he came up to me, shook my hand, and he was just asking me questions, and I was telling him a little bit about my story, and he was asking, me questions about business, like how do you create a successful business, and how do you get good at networking? Like, how can I network with people and all this stuff, right? And I kept pressing him a little bit because his questions were still pretty vague. And I was like, what do you mean here? And funnily enough, he came out and said, I'm really looking for, how do I get over the fear of posting online, posting content? And I started laughing because I was like, dude, I just started posting online myself. This is actually a really relevant question. And so I told him, I was like, what are you afraid of? And he said, I don't know. And I was like, dude, tell me what you're afraid of. And he's like, well, the opinions of others. I'm afraid I'm not going to be that good yet. Or I'm not going to be that good when I start, right? And I'm like, obviously you are not going to be good. I was telling him straight up, man. I was like, dude, do you think you're going to be good at basketball when you just start? And he said, no. I was like, are you going to be good at golf when you just start? And he said, no. So I was like, why is this any different? And he's like, well, I'm posting this thing online and other people are going to see it. And I'm worried about what they're going to say to me. I was like, dude, I understand you. I just started doing this myself. I get that little bit of fear. But I went and I ended up telling him basically, I was like, dude, it's not real, right? And I was explaining to him, like, way back in the day, right, our brains are survival mechanisms. Way back in the day, if you're in the tribe and people ostracize you, you're basically thrown out and you were dead. Now that's not happening anymore. Obviously, everything's pretty damn good here in America. And so if you get these negative feedbacks from people that you care about or whatever, like, you sort of feel like you're going to die a little bit, which is not true. And so I was like, dude, use this. I was like, do this anyway. I was like, this is a great personal growth vehicle for you, but like, use this as a tool, right? So if you do post this video and it sucks, which it's going to suck, I told him, I was like, dude, unless you have filmmaking skills that I don't know of and you're really good at public speaker, you're probably going to suck, right? And we started laughing a little bit, but I was like, dude, use this as a filter, bro. If your friends that you think you're real friends, if they're commenting mean shit and making fun of you, dude, I was like, fuck them. Like, get them out of your life. If your parents are making fun of you or they don't understand it, like, dude, that's totally fine. Like, they're your parents. They're not right about everything all the time anyway, right? And I asked him, I was like, why do you want to do this? And he sat for a second and he was like, well, I think I can help people. I won't out him because he was explaining specifically what he wanted to do. And he's like, I think I can help people doing this. Like, I really am passionate about this thing. And I was like, dude, fucking do it, man. It can change your life. Like, if you're having fun with it, if it's in your heart for a reason, like, you should post it. And he kept coming back about the confidence thing. And I had to explain to him over and over again. I was like, dude, confidence does not exist when you start. You are going to suck. It's going to be cringe. If people think it's cringe, whatever, fuck them. Like, but that's not real. It does not exist when you first start something new. And I went to explain to him, like, a lot of the things in my life, dude. I was like, whether it's asking out a girl or starting a new sport or a new business or meeting someone new at the party, right? For most people, it ain't going to feel confident. And I was telling him too, I was like, dude, don't forget your capabilities right now. Just throw it out the window. It's not going to be great at first. And I asked him, I was like, you a religious person? He said, yes. I was like, cool. I'm not the most religious dude out there, but you can place your confidence in your faith, right? Like, whether you believe in God or the universe, you can say, something bigger than me's got me, right? And he was like, okay, I see you there. And I was like, you told me you wanted to help people, right? And he's like, yes. I was like, good. Another place to place your confidence in, your intentions. You came with the intention to help someone else. Whether that's one person watches your video or 10,000 or a million. You came with the right intention to help someone else. You should be confident in that and your ability to want to serve someone, right? And he said, sure, Justin, I like that. I was like, dude, that's already two things right there. You can go in with confidently to say, like, I know why I'm doing this. It might not come out that way. It might not flow that way. Just like for me, I was telling him, I am not the best communicator. I know that about myself. I'm working on this. I say like a lot. I am working on this. My mind races a lot faster than I speak. So people know this about me, and I yap a lot. And so I was telling him that, and he's like, and I was telling him it doesn't make me feel that great if I go watch myself do that, but I know I can get better at that as well. But I also told him too, my confidence also comes from my intentions. My confidence came from my abilities later when I got good at the thing, when I got good at business. I told him, I was like, dude, I didn't feel good in business probably like year 3 or 4 when I was like really crushing it in sales, learned how to operate a little bit better, learned how to employ people better, learned how to be a good leader. That's when things started to kick for me. I was like, dude, this took years, bro. I was like, good luck feeling confident early. But that being said, I also do think you can just decide to feel confident. Again, not from your capabilities, but from your intentions, your faith, from who you are. And you can step into whatever you're doing to feel confident. So I told them, I was like, dude, it's going to be messy at first. And if y'all have ever seen a rocket takeoff, where at the beginning, like all that force and thrust, just to get the damn thing off the earth, it's so much force. And then eventually as it flies away, you know, it doesn't need as much force. It's just going, then it enters the atmosphere, and then it's just chilling. That's like anything in life, right? With the new bench, with getting a new PR off the bench, it's really hard at the beginning. It's a little easier in the middle, and at the end, it's easy. That's what it's like doing anything new, and it's going to be hard at first. And if you're going to place your confidence in your abilities, you're going to struggle. But you also have to get past that fear of the posting the video. I was like, dude, if you really want to do this, like you're going to figure out a way. Because imagine this. I went to tell him this, and this is like the end of our conversation, right? I was like, imagine you're 85, and you look back, and you regret your life because you thought Sally, Joe, and Bob were going to say some mean comments about you, and you let them control your life over a fucking comment, bro. And I was like, how weak is that? And he was like, that's pretty damn weak. And I was like, this is literally what you are doing right now. And he was like, damn, you're right. And I was like, damn, I am right. And so whether that's starting that business, again, asking out the girl, starting a new sport, posting the content. If you look back in your life and you regret it, like, that's the worst thing ever. Like, you sort of lost, in my opinion. And that's weak shit, man. Like, in America, we got nothing to worry about. What's the quote? I forget who said it. Everything's amazing and everyone's anxious. That's literally what happens nowadays. Everything's awesome and everyone's fucking anxious. It's crazy. Like, literally, the homeless people are fat in this country, just to say, like, flat out, like, for real. Like, I work a lot in hunger relief. I see a lot of this stuff. A lot of people are struggling. But even then, like, if you need to go find the food, you can find it. There are places for you to sleep, to get food. You can always get another job. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, you probably have the ability to pretty much go after what you want for the most part. If you got one of these things right here, this phone, this thing is freaking like the most powerful thing on the planet. Like, it's more powerful than the old rocket ships that I just mentioned. And we have all the information at our fingertips, but we're letting our mindset and our mind and other people dictate our lives. We're not living intentionally. And I think going into 2026, confidence is like one of the words that I'm just like, people have been asking me about. I don't know why. Maybe I do seem a little confident. I mean, I hope so, honestly. I've been working on this for a while. But I think the biggest mistake going into 2026, the biggest mistake of your life in the modern world right now is not starting at all. That is the biggest mistake you will ever make. We have all the information. You can see behind me. I'm a big proponent of books and reading and learning. I am the biggest proponent of learning you will ever meet. Intentionally learning, not traditional school system. That's another topic. But we can do so much. Like, you ever seen that meme where it's like you can just do things? Like, I like that to an extent because, yes, you can just do things. We have everything we need to just do things. Everything's great again. But if you are feeling a little scared, maybe it's going to read a book on the subject. Maybe it's going to watch the YouTube video. Maybe it's going to hire that coach, that mentor that's been there before who can help you. And then you start doing the thing and you get better and better and better. But honestly, 99% of y'all still watching this, you're probably not even going to do anything about this. You're going to watch this video maybe and you're just going to go back to your daily life, right? It's scarier to not post a video. It's scarier to not start the business. It's scarier to do what's on your heart because that requires guts. But again, we have to get over this feeling. It's not even real. I mean, it is real to an extent, but like in reality, it's not real. Nothing's real. That fucking comment that dude leaves on your new post, it's not real. Fuck that guy. You know, your wife leaves you, you can go get a new wife. Again, I'm using some crazy examples here just to tell you, like, this is actually legit stuff. I had a buddy of mine. This dude was in a relationship with this woman for like a year, and he was complaining about her for like the whole year, being like, I want to break up with her, I want to break up with her. And then she breaks up with him, and the dude's like miserable. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? You wanted to break up with this girl for a year. And I'm like, dude, you know a lot of beautiful women. You're going to be fine. 6 months later, this dude has like 3 girlfriends, basically. Not really 3 girlfriends, but you know what I mean. And he comes to me and he's like, dude, I got 3 girls. I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, bro, you were complaining 6 months ago about how your life's over. Now you got every guy's dream and you're complaining. I was like, dude, nothing's real. Like, dude, your mindset is crazy. Nothing is real. Like, we can overcome so much. This dude was literally complaining about this girlfriend not being able to break up with this girl. Now he's got 3 girls and he's like, oh, my life's so... I'm like, bro, oh my gosh. And that's just a funny example, but I'm like, we can literally do something. We have to overcome this. This has to be strong. In the modern world, if you were my competitor in business and you could not get over your fear of making the customer, calling that customer, or getting on the flight, or hiring the employee, or firing the employee, or doing what you need to do that's a little difficult, I would love that because I would smoke you. Everyone who's got sort of thick skin or a decent mindset, they would smoke you. And for a lot of the entrepreneurs I meet, they don't even have great mindsets. I'm not just speaking to entrepreneurs here, I'm speaking to everyone. But going into 2026, if something on your heart is new and real and you take a little bit of risk, like, you're automatically ahead of most people. There's way more consumers than creators, especially on social media, especially in the world, dude. Like, go to the mall, everyone's buying. Who's actually selling the stuff? Like, who's actually making the stuff? It's very few. We need more people building. We need more people feeling a little bit better about themselves. Even if you don't feel good at first, that's totally fine. That's okay. You are not going to feel 100% confident maybe ever in life, but definitely not when you start something new. So you got to do it a little scared. You got to do it a little embarrassed. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be that UFD, that ugly first draft. Excuse me. But for all my guys out there, dude, it's like, and my girls, anyone watching this, you got to get over that fear. It ain't real. It's just something in your mind. It's a thought in your mind. Observe it, feel it, observe it, see it for what it is, and let it go. Let it go. Observe it and let it go. It ain't real. If you're going to let someone's comment, some words on a piece of paper, some words online, someone verbalizing these words that they don't even know what they mean, and they're saying them at you, and you're going to let that dictate your life, I don't know what to say to you. Besides of what I already said, like, you're just not going to get to where you want to go. It does not. Confidence ain't coming first. If you can't handle a little bit of adversity, it's going to be really hard for you. It's going to be really tough for you out there. And if you're waiting for the confidence, you're going to be waiting forever. But you can get confidence, again, from your intentions, from your faith, from other people, from your abilities later on, from who you are. These exist. These are real things that you can place your confidence in if you need to feel good about doing something. But again, most people aren't going to do shit about this. They're not going to do shit about it. They're just going to complain and point the finger, and I say, okay, that's fine. You know, because also too, I'm aware of that most people are making the current actions and decisions based on their own awareness. So hopefully this video brings some awareness to you to where you can say, oh, I don't need to feel confident. I can do the thing anyway. I can go find a book or a mentor or watch a podcast or listen to a podcast to help myself. And then as I continue to do things, I'll iterate and get better. Like, again, you're not going to be great at first. There are millions of companies and people out there that want to help you. As much as I say the mentors you're looking for are not searching for you, at the same time, they are searching for you. They wrote books. They want you to buy them. They made podcasts. They want you to listen to them. They made videos. I want you guys to watch this stuff. They are looking for you to help you. And as long as you're creating and you're growing every day and you're giving to people, you will have an awesome life, but it ain't going to feel great at first. Trust me. And it's called growing pains for a reason. It's not called comfortable pains. If everything was comfortable, like, I don't know, we might end up like WALL-E anyway. We're going to all be like WALL-E, like floating in space in those big chairs. I know. But yeah, like the growing pains thing, it's real. It's not, you can't be comfortable and grow at the same time. You got to push through the pain. You got to go through the smoke. See what's on the other side. You might hit a wall. You might have to get back up. You might get knocked down, and you might got to look around and say, why did I get knocked down? And then you get back up and you go another way, and then you win. That's just what it is. So stop waiting for the feeling and start doing the thing. Find someone that can help you and then keep going from there. That's all this stuff is. It's not that hard. I'm hoping I can be a resource for you guys if you're still watching. I'm posting this kind of stuff. I'm making this shit because I wish I had more of it growing up. Like, I just want to give back in a little way like, my mentors did for me. That's 98% of the reason why I'm here. Someone believed in me. I took their advice. I did the thing. I didn't feel even confident. I think I said this earlier. I don't feel confident for business until I was multiple years in. Even doing some deals and stuff now that I don't feel qualified for, I don't feel that confident, but sometimes you got to take the leap, but educate yourself a little bit first if it's a little bit riskier than you thought, and then do the thing and then learn as you go, right? I'm not telling you to throw all your money into Bitcoin and then hope it goes up. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying educated risk. If it's something that's not going to be that risky and it still scares you, do it. Do some hard stuff. We need some perspective nowadays, Like, I don't know. I empathize with y'all if you are afraid, but at the same time, it's like you got to get over it quick. You don't want to regret your life. Everything is really, really great in America. If you are watching this in America, you have no excuse. Even if you aren't that well off, like you're watching this on your phone, like you have the ability, you have the capability to learn, to grow, to get better, to improve. The information's all there. Information is not the issue. It's this. It's the mindset. It's the beliefs. It's the patterns that you hold in here that are you, that you are not aware of and you are not taking action on. The information is out there. We can all learn this information, but who's actually acting on it? Like I said earlier, 99% of y'all aren't going to do shit, and that's fine. But the 1% of you guys, let's fucking go. Like 2026, I got me and my close friends, like, and my business partners, we're all fired up. We're like, this is the year. Like, things are going to take off again. New season, new year. Again, not New Year's resolution type stuff, but like, this year, we're going even harder. I'm doubling down my investment in a lot of stuff I'm doing, my businesses, the podcast. You'll be seeing us go harder in the podcast this year. These videos, right? Social media stuff, the stuff I want to do, the stuff that's scary, just the stuff to like record this and put it out into the universe and say, here you are, world. Because I don't get to decide if this is good or not. You guys could say, fuck this, Justin, you suck, dude. I could think it's great. That's not my decision, but I'm going to do me and I'm going to put it out there anyway, even if it is a little bit scary. But I'm doing the thing I want to do. So you can't tell me that I'm not about it when I'm doing the thing. I've done the thing. I will continue to do the thing for the rest of my life. And the reason I am the way I am is because I know what it's like on the other side, to not feel confident, to have all the insecurities, all that shit. Like, go watch my other videos. I talked about it. Ask me in person if you meet me. I am so passionate about this because I was that person and I've gone to their side. So I know what it's like. So you can't tell me what it's not like because I know what it's like for me. But this side is way better. Even if you aren't feeling confident to start, the side of you who pushes through, the side of you who knows who they are, the side of you who knows what they want, this side is way more fun. And this side comes with a lot more resources and money and friendships and relationships and really cool people and experiences that this side will never have. Trust me, I've met a lot of rich people too that are very insecure and are still very worryful. Just the confidence thing does not just translate into business and other things. For a lot of people, confidence is very domain specific, but I don't think it has to be is what I'm trying to get across here. And so, again, if you're not feeling that confident, that's totally okay. Do the damn thing. Educate yourself a little bit. Get better, get better, get better. Do this stuff with intention. I promise you. Again, it's not going to happen overnight. It might not happen a year from now, but as time goes on, you will get better. If you're in this thing for the long haul, trust me, you will get better. That's just how it works. By default, you will get better, and especially if you have people helping you who have already been there and are good at what they do. And that's going to accelerate things even more, and I'm a big proponent of that, as you guys should probably know by now. So, again, I think I'm going to post at the beginning of the new year, 2026, big year for a lot of people. The 1%, my book's come out. I'm excited about that. Hopefully later in the year too. I'm going harder on that as well. And yeah, guys, if you guys got anything about this, or what did I say there? If you guys got anything out of this, stick around, like, subscribe, whatever the YouTubers say. Follow me on Instagram, Justin M. Block. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.